Hi guys and welcome to this new vlog. So finally we have the 2024 Hyundai Alcazar and courtesy goes to Advait Hyundai and of course HMIL India for giving us this car for a review. So this review is gonna be unlike any other. I'm sure you must have seen a lot of other reviews over the internet, but today we are going to take you to two amazing places from Bangalore which you can just do in a day, and we are going to test this car thoroughly. But before we get started with this amazing vlog, I need to tell you something that is really new to this and that makes it very well put together package. First up, we have the 1.5 liter turbo, and this is mated to DCT manual, and you also get a diesel variant available with the 2024 Alcazar. So the design elements are carried over from the Palisade that we see in the Asian market, like the front and the back. It resembles the Hyundai Palisade here. So it's a really nice touch because aesthetically this car is amazing to look at, and of course this will have heads turned over the road because it's quite different from the Creta and the Venue. Starting from the front, we get this all LED unit with the H design over the DRL here. And yes, of course we have this in the midnight blue. So the grille is new with the piano black finish and with a grey cladding that looks really nice and appealing here. We get 18-inch alloys, and of course the overall design elements is quite carried over from the Palisade, which is not in India, but we get to see this in a very different and what Hyundai really boasts about is this cabin. The cabin and the interior, I mean, this is literally very luxurious, and it is much more than you can expect at this price point. So we get this dual tone treatment inside the cabinet, and we have the Bose speakers, you name it. We have the 8-way adjustable electric seat, and we get this auto dimming IRVM, two 10.5-inch screens to navigate. This is for the main, and also again we get the ADAS level 2 here. So that's all pretty common that we have seen on the previous gen, but in this there is one thing that has really changed and has upped the game. Let's look at the second row. So this is the second row, and we get two captain seats here that are really welcoming as well. So that's how it is, and you also get this Boss mode for the rear passenger to just navigate the front seat. That's called the Boss mode. We have a proper tray here to use this for your maybe work or food, anything that can be done here. And we get this huge panoramic sunroof. So yeah, the cabin overall is quite welcoming, and I have to appreciate Hyundai. This is one gorgeous cabin. So with that said, let us look at the booth. So right now it is a 60-40 split, and you still have ample space to keep your luggage. And with the third row down, I think it is a mini bed that you can carry. So in terms of space and the boot capacity, I think full marks to Hyundai. So I think we have got some good info on the car. As we have promised, let's run through the places, and I want this vlog to be as fun as possible because yes, we have a great car. We have two new places that we have to show you guys. So let's get started. Alright, we are just out of the Bangalore traffic, and we are driving the Alcazar. This runs turbo petrol 1.5 liter, and we have seen this engine on the other lineup like the Creta N-Line, the Creta, and again on the Verna as well. So this engine is something that I will talk about in quite some time. So at the moment, good roads combined with this, this luxurious cabin with the panoramic sunroof open, uh, this blind open. I think the cabin is a very neat place to be, and the cabin will keep you enjoy at all times. So we have just entered the Mysore road, and as we said, we are going to take you to two iconic places. It's like a day trip from Bengaluru. So I have actually driven the Alcazar, the previous generation, and that was in diesel. So we've also compared it with one of its rival, that is the Safari. You can check out the video. I will leave a link for it in the I button above. So we have stopped for a quick short break, and as we have said, we will get going, and I'll talk more about the Alcazar as we drive. So for people who ask kitna deti hai, well, here is the figure that we are getting at the moment. We have been cruising on this highway for about 50 to 60 kilometers now, and 11.5, it is not bad at all. With a turbo petrol under the hood, and 11.5 is actually a great number. But who actually cares when you can just switch to sports, take the control yourself, and then just keep going. It also revs match when you downshift. The paddle shifters are also quite accurate. The gearbox is amazing. But this car, the state of the tune is very mild and subtle. There is no pushback to your seat or such effect. But 163 horsepower and 253 Nm of torque is quite adequate. Combined with this dual clutch transmission, it is a very good experience, I would say. And yes, as I said, it also revs match when you downshift, and it also gets the once you cross the 4000 mark, the engine also makes some noise. Not a disturbing one. You will definitely like this noise. So that's how the entire experience is built. So let's just hear the engine right now. We have come to the first spot. It's called Shivana Samudra. So I mean, look at the view. So we just covered the first spot, and we are headed to the second one. That is a very underrated spot. It was featured in Netflix. It is a elephant camp, and that is in Tamil Nadu. It's by the name. It's very famous. It's called the Madumalai Tiger Reserve. So they have a elephant camp there that is very famous. There's a documentary as well on Netflix. So yeah, we are headed there. So with that said, let's come to the point where it is where the Alcazar really excels. The comfort, suspension, and the NVH levels. All of them are top notch. So here we get suspension is a mixture of both stiff and appropriately sprung. You don't get a very soft suspension which will move around a lot in the corners, but rather the suspension is very well damped, so that even in the corners or some bad roads, this will definitely take it all. So the NVH levels, again, kudos to Hyundai. They have been doing amazingly well in that. So no vibrations, no engine noise or whatsoever. A very silent cabin overall, and with the Bose audio, I think it will keep you entertained for your long drives. So yeah, that's about it. Well, talking about its rival, it has a lot in this palette actually. So we have the Safari, we have the MG Hector, and we also have the XUV 700. It's a 7-seater, but again, this is all in the same palette. So this undercuts the, I think the most expensive in this line is the XUV 700, almost 3 lakh rupees. So the top end, the signature optional is cheaper by 3 lakh rupees than the XUV 700 AX7L. That is again, it gets both the variants, it gets petrol and diesel. The same is the case with the Alcazar. So in this package, I think the best in class second row comfort and the NVH levels. Also, you have to really thank Hyundai for giving such a seamless experience with this UI, because I have driven the Mahindra, but although it boasts more, but again, when it comes to the real world performance, there are some nitpicks that I have observed on the Mahindra, but in terms of UI, Hyundai has done it really well. I think no problem or bugs whatsoever. So I really like Hyundai's integration and the software also. And the ADAS on this car particularly works seamlessly well. For example, I will just turn on the lane keep assist right now, and yeah, this, you should not be doing this, but let's test the car for a moment, and it works seamlessly. And this is actually not the case. I mean, I've driven the Mahindras before and other cars as well, which are similarly priced, and they have the similar level 2 features. But this car, the ADAS is really amazingly well put together. So with this, I can also activate the adaptive cruise control and just let go of the throttle, and it's very reliable as well. So this drive is again has helped me understand the car very well. We are headed to the second spot. As I said, we will get national park. I will be talking later on. Let's enjoy the visual. Bandipur and Nagarhole is always filled with wildlife. I mean, we just entered and we already saw a tusker and a lot of other animals around. This road is one of the best to travel in South India. So it's almost 12 a.m. and the day was completely joy filled. With the Hyundai Alcazar, it is approved now that you can take it for long distances. And so we covered some 400 odd kilometers from Bangalore, and we showed you 2 places that you can try with your friends and family. And again, courtesy goes to Advait Hyundai and Hyundai India for giving us this car for this experiential drive, so that I could give our review. I mean, I could tell you how this car is different, and this review is possible only because of them. They have range of dealerships in Bangalore, service centers and dealerships, so do check them out. So again, thanks a lot, Advait Hyundai. So yes, I hope you have liked the video, this vlog. I wanted this review to be a very different one. So if you have liked this content, do give us a follow and subscribe our channel. While we are on the go, we will see you in the next video.